Hello and welcome to Lauren's English Corner. Today's lesson is about modal verbs. This was requested by Hafsa Tahiri. I'm going to do a few lessons as there are quite a few modal verbs in English. This lesson is on the modal verb should and the negative shouldn't. First of all, let's look at when we use should for giving advice. Now, the pattern would be should plus the infinitive. So this is the verb unchanged in the present. And it doesn't matter if you use he, she, or I, we don't add an S to the verb or an S to the should. So an example would be for if somebody had bad teeth pain, and they were telling you, oh, my tooth, it really hurts, you could say to them, I think you should go to the dentist. I think you should go to the dentist. Now, because this is advice, often when we use should, we use this word or we preface the sentence with I think. So, I think you should go to the dentist, or you should go to the dentist. Maybe you hear about something really interesting that you want to go see. For example, you could tell your friend, oh, there's going to be an exhibition next week. We should go. We should go. Now, this you wouldn't necessarily say is advice. This is more like giving a suggestion, saying that you think that you and your friends should go to this exhibition. Another example could be perhaps you have a couple of friends, they get on really well together, and you say to somebody else, I think they should date. I think they should date, meaning that you think they should become boyfriend and girlfriend. Again, this is a suggestion, not necessarily advice. So when we use should, it's either seen as advice, telling somebody what you think they should do, or for example, what they shouldn't do. Shouldn't is the abbreviation of should and not, and it's the negative form of should. So if somebody says that they've got, they're trying to lose some weight, or maybe you notice that they're eating a lot of sweets, you could say to them, you shouldn't eat so many sweets, or you shouldn't eat such sugary food. So should, shouldn't is advice, what you should do or shouldn't do. Or it could be just making a suggestion. We should go to the party, or it's a nice day today, we should go to the park. So that's the first example of how to use the modal verb should. We can also use should with be, the verb to be. So should be. And we put this, the pattern would be with a past participle. So the verb in the past participle. If you've seen some of my earlier videos, you'd know that the past participle is found in the third column of irregular verb patterns in grammar books. Or if it's a regular verb, then we just add ed. So should be plus past participle. Now, this is to talk about something that you think should be true. You think this, it's something that isn't true. It hasn't happened. But you think that because of perhaps evidence or your own opinion that it should be true. So, for example, you could say, I think I should be paid more money. I think I should be paid more money. So this means that at the moment, the money that you're being paid, you don't think is enough. You want to be paid more money. But it's not just the case of saying, I want more money. You also believe that you deserve it. You do enough work. You do the right amount of work or extra work to show that you deserve more money. Therefore, you say, I think I should be paid more money. Another example could be somebody's running late. You've arranged to meet at perhaps 6 o'clock and it's already 6:30. You could say, oh, why aren't they here? They should be here by now. They should be here by now. So again, it's not true. They aren't here. They're late. But you can't see the reason why they're not here. Maybe you know that they agreed 6 o'clock and they're not usually late. So you say, they should be here by now. Or for example, you have a couple of friends that have been dating for a very long time, maybe a few years. And in your opinion, this is too long to just be dating. And so you could say, they should be married by now. They should be married by now. This is your opinion. Again, you feel that perhaps people should only date for a few years and then get married. That's the natural progression, the next step. And you think that they're being slow. They haven't got to that next step yet, but they should be at that next step. So you say, they should be married by now. Okay, so that's should be. And shouldn't be, you could also use. They, for example, you could say, they shouldn't be so loud. They shouldn't be so loud. So this would be like a complaint. Somebody is being noisy and you don't agree with it. So you say, they shouldn't be so loud. So in the example of they should be married or they should be here by now, they shouldn't be long. This is followed by an adjective or a noun. It's not followed by a verb. So we don't have to use the past participle. It's just should be. They should be married. They should be here. They shouldn't be long. However, in the example of the I should be paid more money, there you can see the use of a verb. So the paid is in the past participle. So I should be paid more money. Okay, so how else do we use should? Another example very similar to the should be is should have. This again is should plus have plus past participle. And this is again talking about a situation that isn't true, but you wish it was true. You wish that it had been this way. So, for example, you could say, oh, it's such a nice day today. We should have gone to the beach. We should have gone to the beach. You didn't know, perhaps you didn't plan, or perhaps the weatherman didn't say that it was going to be nice weather. So it's a surprise. And you're thinking now what you wish you should have done, you wish you'd done. If you had known that it was going to be nice weather, then you probably would plan and go to the beach. So because you didn't do this, you use this should have. It's like a regret. Oh, I wish, why didn't we? So we should have gone to the beach. We should have gone to the beach. Or for example, it's raining and you didn't bring an umbrella. So you could say, oh no, it's raining. I should have brought my umbrella. Oh no, it's raining. I should have brought my umbrella. So again, this is talking about a situation that you wish was true, but it's not. You forgot your umbrella. And so then you're regretting it. You're wishing you had it, but you don't. So you say, I should have brought my umbrella. The negative here, shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. We could also use this. For example, he shouldn't have come. Nobody wants him here. This could be an example of somebody who perhaps has upset a lot of people. Nobody likes this person, but they've come to a party or they've arrived to somewhere where there's lots of people that don't want to see or talk to them. Other people might say about that person, he shouldn't have come. He shouldn't have come. Nobody wants him here. Or, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Please forgive me. Or, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I was just very angry at the time. So again, this is something you regret. This isn't something that you wish you'd done. This is something that you wish you hadn't done. So therefore you say, I shouldn't have. In all of these cases, because we're using a modal verb, we don't use has for he and she. So you don't say he shouldn't has, it's still have. So whenever you use modal verbs, it does change the way we conjugate the verbs. So you don't have to do what you normally do with he, she and it in the present perfect, in the present simple. So just remember, you don't need to add the s and you don't need to change have to has when you are using modal verbs. So I should have, he should have, she should have, we should have, it's all the same. We can also use the modal verb shall if we want to make suggestions. So for example, shall we go to the cinema tonight? Or shall I turn off the light? There's other ways that you can make suggestions. For example, let us, let's go to the cinema tonight. Or why don't we go to the cinema tonight? I will do another lesson on making suggestions where we can look at all the different examples that we use. When we use shall, often it is seen as a more formal word. Some people, it's gone out of fashion, and there's many English people that don't use shall anymore. For example, shall I turn off the light? Some people will just say, do you want me to turn off the light? Do you want me to turn off the light? It's strange that it's changed that way, because do you want me is a lot longer to say than shall I. But it is true that less and less people use shall. But you will still hear it, and it is still a grammatically correct word to use to make a suggestion. Shall I pay for these drinks? Okay, so that's it for the modal verb should and shouldn't. We can use it for giving advice, making suggestions. We can talk about should be for things that we think should be true, things that we want to be true, or we think we deserve to be true. And also we use should have for things that we wish to be true, and shouldn't have for things that we wish we didn't do. So I hope that's useful, and thanks again for watching. See you next time on Lauren's English Corner.